Hello gents, welcome to my new video. This is going to be a raw talk. As you know, I've reached to 1 million in funding 2 days ago. Got like 5k payouts in 1 day and max allocation with FTMO all in 1 day with one trade. Okay, so that was So I wanted to talk about how do you scale to prop firms? How do you scale them up to this point where I'm at, to 1 million in funding, for example? What do you need to do? I've already done a video where I explain basically the whole system around it on the chart and everything, and I did that. You can see it on YouTube. I'll put the video somewhere up in the video here on the screen, but I'm not gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna talk about like what it took and what you need to realize. And for me it was 10 months. Okay, so in 10 months, so since last June to now April, I'm not sure if that's 10 months, but I'm just saying hello cat, kitty cat. Yeah, so took me, so from last June to now, basically get 1 million funding and 30 plus payouts. So the way and how I did that exactly, by the way, the feeling is unreal. I still haven't even processed all of this, but the what I did to get there. Okay, so as I was talking about in the last video, it took me first 2.5, 3 years until I actually reached the point where I have a system and everything that I found out for TMB. As I said, some of you will find it sooner, some of you find it later. I found it later. I hopped into TMB, and finally I had a system that I followed every single day, and it was profitable, and I was profitable with it. Okay, so what's the main thing here? The system itself has to be complete in all areas. So the strategy itself is not the end. That's not the end goal, to have a strategy. The end goal is to have a system around everything. A system for news, a system for entering, exiting trades, getting more out of the trades when they offer more. How do you approach prop firms? What risk are you going to do? That's all the things that one system needs to have to be able to be consistently profitable and to be able to consistently pass some accounts and scale up in funding as you go on. And to be honest, 10 months for 1 million funding is absolutely crazy. And I myself still don't believe that I actually achieved this. So this was my main goal for 2026, to achieve 1 million in funding, and I did it in 4 months. So I've reached my goal for 2026 in 4 months into the year. Okay, so just sit on that for a little bit. Just sit on that. It doesn't feel real, but honestly, all you need to do is create a system for yourself which is simple enough for you to follow it every single day. So in TMB we obviously have 3 models, so you have to make it simple so that you can combine all of them and be consistent. I've made it very simple, and for me that is London Mac, and I trade on 900k of my capital. I just recently started getting into hybrid and LRV. 100k of that funding is for LRV, for CFDs. And into futures I'm only getting in. Honestly been lazy about it because I don't like futures and the rules and stuff like that, but just I have to get back into it. That will take time. Okay, so once you create a system that you can follow every single day, and you follow that plan that I posted, for example, on YouTube, that video that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, then all you have to do is basically just follow the plan and be patient. Okay, so in the beginning of the year, I also lost funding within capital, as you know, and then later down the line, I was just in one place. I didn't move up or down. I was break even basically for the first 3 months of the year. The model was still printing, it was profitable and all that. I was ending in profit every month, but it was very small profit. So basically my accounts that were funded were at break even, and only accounts that are actually, I got payouts still. Only 1 month out of the year I didn't get any payouts. But the way I was getting paid is because I did high risk on some accounts. So basically, I was doing that and I was still getting paid out, but I was sitting in one place in terms of the evals. I had over 1 mil in evals, and I haven't passed any evals up until this one day. So what I'm trying to say is here, you have to stay disciplined enough to just follow the system every day and be patient with it. Okay, so I was patient for the first 3.5 months of this year, just following my model every single day, respecting the risk rules every single day, taking the losses and moving on, taking the wins and moving on. And one day came, and since I was disciplined and patient, we took a winning trade and I was rewarded for it. I passed 300k of funding in that one specific day, and there I got the rest. Okay, so I was 700k funding up until that point, and now with this I'm a million funded. So it took me one day to actually reach that goal and pass 300k evals, but that could have happened a lot longer. It could have happened earlier. Like, it's obviously probabilities because it's trading, but what I'm trying to say is, because I was patient and disciplined, I got rewarded, and it was in one day. So in one day I reached my 2026 goal, and it happened because of those reasons. I didn't try anything else. I didn't move on to something else. I didn't change my plan because it was stagnant at some points in the journey. I just realized that this is probabilities, and I have to stay patient and follow my plan, and then I'm gonna get rewarded for it. And as you can see, I did get rewarded for it. Okay, and that's basically all I have to say to you, boys. If you do follow your risk, your approach to performance, your DCA plan, and your model, there's absolutely no way you are not going to scale. Okay, but you have to keep the DCA going. Okay, so yes, the model was stagnant in a way. I didn't make any, like, obviously, as you can see, my evals, since I was buying every week, came to a point where it was 1.1 million and something in evals, and they were just stagnant, break even basically, not happening much. But then, because I did that in one day, I got rewarded and passed 300k of it, and now I'm at 1 million in funding. Okay, so you have to submit to time and probabilities of the markets. Okay, I understand it's hard to be patient and follow your model every single day and be disciplined about it. It comes with time. You can't really force that. You have to build trust in the model, and you do that by backtesting and collecting data. And then after you have done that, you have to consistently take every single trade every single day that is to the model. And then with time, you just become very, very, like, normal about it. If you lose, you say okay. If you win, you say okay. All the rush and excitement you get in the beginning of trading and your journey, it just disappears because you follow one single strategy, one single model, and you just follow these rules, and you stay patient about it, and that's about it. That's all you have to really do. So if you have a plan and if you have a system, for those that are inside TTC, in the VIP or in the mentorship or whatever, you already probably have a plan, a system, and everything. Now all you have to do is stay patient and follow that system, and you are going to get rewarded by time. So as time is passing, you are going to get rewarded. Even if some months we lose, some months we stay break even, in the end there will be 1 month or 2 months, 2 months that are going to be huge, and you're going to pass all of those evals you bought, and therefore you're going to achieve your goals in payouts and in funding, whatever. Obviously throughout the year there was times I lost funding, there was times I was even stagnant, there was times my evals were blown because we took 7 trades losing in a row and I blew 300k of my funding. You have to be able to be okay with that as well, because it all comes down to your DCA plan. If you have a DCA plan that you can follow every single week, then it won't hurt, because if you lose all your evals that you bought this month, you know that the next month you'll be able to afford them easily. You'll be able to buy those accounts and chill. So you have to do that. Okay, so that's basically all I did, and it's not that hard. Follow the model, follow the risk, DCA, and that's all you have to do. Just keep it simple. Don't try to spread it all around. Don't try to implement new pairs. Trading maybe New York session when you don't need to be trading New York session. Trading London when you don't need to be trading London. Taking more trades than you needed to take because there's another setup forming. You just have to write out your plan somewhere on the paper and look at it every single day and see, okay, this is what I have to do today. And if you complete that for today, boom, one day is done. Next day the same thing, next day the same thing, next day the same thing. You just have to repeat what works. And for me, last year, London Mac worked and my DCA plan worked. I came up with 500k in funding in 6 months. So from June to December, it was 500k in funding, and it worked. So this year, I didn't change anything. Why would I change something that worked for me? I won't, and I just won't. And now it proved itself again. 1 million funding, more payouts coming in every day. That's about it. Just have to follow the plan and not change anything. Keep it simple as possible so that you can follow it easily. If you also, like, diversification is key, but if you do it too much, you'll get lost. Especially if you work a 9 to 5, you can't keep up track with what's happening. You can't keep up track with what do you have to do in terms of trades, blah, blah, blah. Just keep it simple. Try to make it as simple as possible, and then just stay patient and be disciplined enough to take the setups. And that's all you have to do in order to scale. Okay, scaling takes time. You can't force it to happen. It's going to happen by itself if you do those things that I just said. And with time, you have to be patient, and it will come with time. That's trading for you. You can't just do other things. You can't force anything because it's probabilities. It's probabilities. You can't do anything about it. On that note, boys, that's all I want to say. I'm feeling excited about the whole thing, but again, staying disciplined and patient, trading my model. Just took a loss like an hour ago, didn't really care about it. Can't do much, just follow your model every single day, and that's all you have to do. I know it's hard, but it is possible, and you can see that in my example. You can see that in the example of Berg, Willows, people in the group. There's so many guys who are crushing it.